suck at camera adjusting. I'm not mad at this. Hello guys, my name is Jay London. I am 23 years old. I am currently living in Orlando, Florida, and I am auditioning for the Urban Co-Host Traveler in LA. Now, let me give you a little backstory because I know you just heard me say Florida, and this is LA. I know. I am literally in California all the time. I love California. I love San Diego a little bit more than LA, but LA is where the money's at, where the jobs are at, so. I do like Burbank. I like Burbank, and I like East LA. I have some friends there, but practically I'll be living there very soon, so that is why I don't want you to like, bye, no. Stick out with me. Stick it out. Give me a second. But y'all, yes, so I live in Florida. I'm always in California practically every month. I have family over there. And yeah, so let's get into some of these topics, all right? First topic let's talk about is homelessness. Now, when I first moved down to Florida, I've been living in my apartment now for 3 years now. Before, I was living with my sister, and me and my sister was like a bull in a china shop. That didn't even make sense. No, we just didn't get along. I don't know. Stuff happens. We just didn't get along, and she kicked me out one day, and I was homeless for about 3 months before finding this place. I'm lying. Probably 1 to 2 months. That much. Like couch surfing. And that was rough, but it wasn't as rough as I hear cases now, as I hear these young kids in the LGBT community, and you don't even have to be in the LGBT community, veterans fight for our freedom, fight for our country, but yet when they come back, some of them are so messed up, they have PTSD, they have hematomas, they have so on and so forth, that the VA don't really take care of them, and they end up homeless, and they end up with no resources, with no help. It's super duper sad. So if you ever see a veteran or somebody outside really asking for $1, don't think, oh, that's a crackhead. Maybe they did crack in their life, but that's not important. Give them $1 or $2, or give them a soda or something. You never know what somebody's going through. Especially if you see kids, youth. I was just out in Tampa for work, and I was passing by the Greyhound. Lord Jesus, I'm from the Bronx, New York, but let me tell you the amount of homeless kids that I saw, it was sad. It was very sad. On the real, if you're in the Los Angeles area and you need a place to stay, definitely check out the Los Angeles LGBT Center. I'll put a little picture right here. And these people right here, they're amazing. They will help you out. They will find a bed for you. If there's no beds available, you could probably, they'll help you out. There's food, there's clothes, there's education. There's so much. Don't give up. Next thing we're going to talk about, COVID-19, coronavirus. It hasn't affected, let me put this in perspective. The coronavirus hasn't affected the human person per se, but it has affected their day-to-day life, because the amount of people I've seen on Twitter is my friends, everyone is going crazy. They just want to go outside since the bars are shut down and stuff like that. This is a really good eye-opener for Generation X. Sit your ass home. I like it. I like being by myself. I like, you know, not being bothered. It's chill. You need to meditate. You need some time to be by yourself. How do you think albums are written? People are by themselves, okay? Be by yourself. Shut up. Lock yourself at home. And all this is going to pass. Now, the only thing that is affecting is my coin, honey. My money. Because I also work for a catering company, and they've shut down too. And then I also like acting, but it's okay because we got YouTube. Anyways, damn, I really got off topic there. Next topic. My perspective on life. My perspective on life is that it's a blessing. And I have 2 things. One, you have to be very grateful, because every time you open your eyes, somebody else is not. Every time that you eat a spoonful of cereal, some kid is dying of hunger. Be thankful. That's number 1. And number 2, if you sit in shit forever, it's gonna start to smell good. And I treat that for all things in life. No matter what you're doing, relationship, work, whatever it is, you only have one life. So if you start feeling like you sitting and poop and it starts to smell good after a while, switch it up. Be thankful that you have the realization to realize that you sitting in shit. So those are the two things. But life is beautiful. Once you realize those two things, it's great. It's a blessing. Don't get me wrong. There's certain times that you may see somebody else with something that you want, or you may see somebody in a career point that you would want to be. But be thankful, because at the end of the day, you are alive. You are up. You have what you have. And you better, if you got what you got, you better work with it, okay? Until you get what you get. Until you got what you get. Anyway, that don't make sense. Next topic. Debilitating illness. Ooh. Okay. Debilitating illness. I want to talk about that because there's a group of people in the world that I am very passionate about. It's called young caregivers. And for some reason, there's a lot in the UK, but there are some here in the United States. There's a high population. And young caregivers are kids that be going to school at 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, college even, because the age gap is from 14, I've seen kids at 12, and sometimes younger to 24. And these people are taking care of their families, their moms, their dads, because they have a debilitating illness that may stop them from doing their day-to-day things. And it just gives me goosebumps, because the fact that there are these kids out there that have to put their lives on hold, and they do it with such love and such passion just because it is their family member, that's beautiful. And I wish that there was a system out there. I wish there was more organizations that can help these kids have their own free time for a little bit, like a couple hours a day, and somebody comes in and takes care of that person that needs that assistance. But there isn't enough. And if you ever wonder why there's so many angry kids that you may call ghetto, there may be some kids that are quiet in the corner and they're not speaking, you never know what the fuck they're going through at home. I'm definitely gonna try and start an organization, what are words? Organization called Be Kind. And it's basically trying to be kind to everyone out there who has less than and who are working their butt off, man. Gosh, I took care of my grandma for a bit, and she's still alive. I love her, and I would still take care of her till this day. But the little small bits that I had to do, you know, I love doing it. And she's strong, so she would literally make sure I had my own life and stuff. But I just think if I just helped out that little bit and it helped my grandma out, and she's alive today, imagine the people that really have to go in there and really wipe their butts and do all that crazy stuff. It's a mother's love is a finicky situation. Growing up, I am adopted. Got adopted in 2001 by my grandma. But I'm kind of finicky about a mother's love, because I love my grandma to pieces. She raised me, and I had a rough childhood. It was very treacherous. A lot of shit that you shouldn't go through. And at first, I hated my grandma. I'm not even gonna lie. And now I love that woman to the death of me. And I honestly think that she is my mother. That is my true mother's love right there. A mother's love. A father's love. You think I had a father figure? Ah! Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's look at this chart. Let's get a little personal. Hi, let's get a little personal. So, this thing right here says dad. I don't know if you can see it, but it says dad on it. And it is my brother-in-law's ashes around here. And he's my dad, because he raised me. He's known me since I was a little baby. And he died last year, April 13th. And yeah, that's rough. That's something I can't. But damn, my father's love is unconditional, and he's not here right now, but he loves me a lot, and I love him, and we have our therapy sessions because I talk to him even though he's not here. I actually have this little thing right here. Yeah. But God, what a sob story, huh? And friendships. Listen, I used to be that person that used to think everybody was their friend. And then I realized that you have to really depict who you're gonna have in your life and who you is gonna call a friend. Because people will love you and support you when it's beneficial, okay? But when you have those friends that actually care for you, that are asking how you doing, that are asking you, what can I do to help you? How are you feeling? How can we grow? What are your aspirations in life? When they ask you those personal questions like, have you ever had an STD? Like, yeah, talk about financial stuff, open. That's a real friend. Why this generation don't be talking about none of that? The only thing they be talking about is like renegade and that TikTok and God, it sounds like an old person right there. But like it's the truth. Like, God, when you have that friendship so you can talk about whatever and you don't even have to talk to that person every single day. Ooh, that's the friendships you want to keep. Not everybody's your friend. Realize that too. Okay, not everybody has your best interest at heart. So make sure that you are not opening yourself up to everybody you meet. Have some good judgment. Judgment is everything. Okay, but when you have a good friendship, do not lose that. Friendship is everything. Oh my God, nah, gosh. And I'm gonna be real with you. I only got like 3 to 4 close friends in the circle. If you look at my YouTube, you can probably see them. But I keep it small. Keep it real small. You can't keep that big, okay? Oh, that just moves the camera. Sorry for the cursing. If you hear me curse a lot, I truly try not to. I'm a slave Christian, and I'm trying to be better in life. And why am I the best picked for the show? I think I'm the best co-host for the show because I've been asking questions for the longest time to people. Like, hosting is honestly my thing. That's my guilty pleasure is watching the Late Late shows. Chelsea Handler. Let me tell you about Chelsea. If we have the same vibe. Have you ever seen Chelsea lately? Oh my God, growing up, Chelsea Lately used to be my thing, y'all. Chelsea Lately would come on the E Network, and it would come on from 11 to 12 o'clock. So I shouldn't have been up watching this, but my grandma would always fall asleep around that. Well, nah, she's crazy. She's always up, but she would always be in her room. So I would put it downstairs, and she was my favorite, like, co-host. I emulate so much over her. I love Chelsea Handler. If we can bring Chelsea Lately back, that'll be great. But she was my first intro into like co-hosting and what a host is because she was no co-host. Chewy was the co-host. And I love her meatball. Oh my God. See? Oh. But I have a lot of personality. If you just didn't realize. I have a lot of personality to offer. I have a lot of different ideas. I do produce my own show on YouTube called Bedbull. And it's low budget because I'm the one that's budgeting it, but like I love it. Like that's why you have to make the best of what you got, you know? I got these rinky dinky lights, but they work and people love it and I love it too. Anyways, what am I talking about? I feel like I'm rambling at this point. And I'm in California a lot. I love Los Angeles and there's still so much of Los Angeles that I need to explore. One concept that I wanted to go around Los Angeles and try different types of restaurants. And boy, your boy's a Mexican food connoisseur. I'm actually Mexican at heart. No, I'm not. But I love Mexican food. And I know LA got the best tacos. So that would be fun to go around and do. Eat some different types of food, really compare them. Because I don't want no American Mexican. No, I want some like chilaquiles, some mole, some elote. What else can I say? I speak different languages. I speak 3 different languages. I speak English, eu hablo español, Spanish, and Português. So I falo português muito bom. You gonna need that. You gonna need a host with multiple languages and stuff. But yes, I hope you guys really like this. I'm here for more questions. I really like one-on-one interviews. If I want a one-on-one interview, I can interview you. That's dumb. Yeah, that sounds kind of dumb. But yes, I'm going to be sending you guys some YouTube clips as well, and I hope I get to see you guys soon and we get to work on this project together. Like I always say, this is how I end my YouTubes. If you are having a bad day, if you see anyone having a bad day, make sure you give them a hug and you tell them everything's going to be okay. I'll be seeing you guys soon, Urban Traveler, and bye. Woo!